Hi, welcome to my channel. My name is Janice. Today I'm going to share with you a topic that shapes our world, which is leadership. It shapes our world in many ways. You probably heard the phrase leaders inspire action turn around, but have you ever stopped to think about what truly makes a great leader? Is it the title, the power, the position? Well, here's the thing. Great leaders don't just get followers, they create believers. They don't just tell people what to do, they inspire them to act, to believe in something bigger than themselves and to pursue it with passion. In today's video, I'm going to share with you and break down what really makes a leader great and why inspiration is the true hallmark of their success. By the end of this video, you will have a clearer understanding of how not to only identify great leaders, but how you can start embodying the principles that make you to become an inspiring, great leader too. Okay, let's get started. Let's kick off with debunking one of the biggest myths about leadership. That is, it's all about authority. People think that, oh, you want to be a leader, you need to have authority. In reality, true leadership isn't about having power over others, it's about influencing others, inspiring them to take action, and showing them the path forward. When you hear the word leader, what's the first image that comes into your mind? Maybe someone in suit, giving orders, expecting people to follow because of their position. But here's the truth. True leader is about influence, not control. Great leaders don't need to shout orders to be heard. They lead by example with trust, passion, and vision. Think about this. The most powerful leaders we have seen in history, people like Martin Luther King Jr., Nelson Mandela, and Mahatma Gandhi, didn't gain power through titles. They didn't force people to follow them. They inspire others to follow their vision, and that's the difference. Take Martin Luther King, for example. He had a dream. He had a dream, a vision of equality, of a world where people would be judged by the content of their character, not the color of their skin. He didn't just say it, he lived it. He inspired millions to take action not by forcing them, but by showing them what could be. Leadership isn't about being in charge, it's about making people feel like they're part of something big. When people believe in the vision of a leader, they follow, not because they have to, but because they want to. And that's where inspiration comes in. It's a feeling, not a command. So if you want to lead in a meaningful way, remember, it's not about how much power you have. It's about how much influence you can create through inspiration. Next, let's talk about vision. Arguably one of the most crucial elements of leadership. What does it mean to be a visionary leader? It's about having a clear idea of where you want to go and being able to communicate it in such a compelling way that others want to follow. A vision gives people something to believe in. Let's take, for example, Steve Jobs. Steve Jobs, when he first launched Apple, right? The vision wasn't just about creating computers, it was focused on revolution technology and making it accessible to everyone. And he didn't stop there. He talked about a world where people could think different, where technology was intuitive, beautiful, and accessible. Jobs' vision wasn't about products, it was about changing the way we interact with the world, and people brought into that vision. They didn't just buy Apple products, they bought into the dream of a better, more connected future. Great leaders don't just see a goal, they see a future that's better than present. and they communicate it with passion and clarity. When you can articulate that kind of vision, people don't just listen, they feel inspired, they want to be part of it. They add on that inspiration. So as a leader, ask yourself, what's your vision? Are you showing others a future they can be excited about? Are you painting a picture of something bigger than just today? Now let's talk about key principle. Key principle that all great leaders share is leading by example. It's where talking the talk isn't enough. It's you got to walk the walk. Leadership isn't just about giving speeches or making grand statements, it's about your actions. People don't follow what you say, they follow what you do. Your actions set the tone for your entire team or community. Take Nelson Mandela. For example, he spent 27 years in prison for fighting apartheid in South Africa, but he didn't come out angry or vengeful. He came out preaching forgiveness and reconciliation. His actions were aligned with his message. He didn't just speak of peace, he embodied it. And that's why millions of people follow him. They saw in his action a deep commitment to the cause and to the people he led. When you lead by example, people see your integrity, your commitment, and your values. You show them that you believe in the mission as much as they do, and you are willing to put it in the work to see it through. And when you do that, people will follow you not because they have to, but because they want to. So, as a leader, ask yourself, are you living what you are preaching, or are your actions inspiring others to act with integrity, commitment, and passion? Another hallmark of great leadership is the ability to empower others. True leaders don't just lead, they empower those around them to act with confidence, take initiative, and be a part of something bigger. Think about Richard Branson. He didn't build Virgin Airlines by micromanaging his employees. Instead, he empowered his team, trusted their abilities, and gave them the space to innovate. He created a culture of ownership where people felt like they are part of the company's success. And as a result, Virgin became one of the most successful and innovative companies in the world. The great thing about empowerment is that it creates a snowball effect. When you empower others, they don't just work for you, they work with you. They feel invested in the mission, and that drives them to go beyond and above, doing all their might to help you. Think about it. If you are a leader who constantly tries to do everything yourself or micromanage your team, what kind of action do you expect? Minimal. But when you empower people, they take ownership, they feel trusted, and they act with passion. And that's how you inspire real lasting action. So ask yourself, as a leader, how are you empowering the people around you? Are you creating an environment where others step up and lead, or are you holding them back? One of the most powerful tools a leader can have is emotional intelligence, or EI. Great leaders don't just manage tasks, they manage people. They understand emotions, both their own and others, and they use their awareness to create a connection. Take Oprah Winfrey. She didn't just build an empire through her interviewing skills, she built it on empathy. Oprah has an uncanny ability to connect with people in a deeply emotional level. She listens, she understands, and she makes people feel seen, heard, and valued. Because of this, her audience feels connected to her and they take action. They buy her books, support her brand, and follow her wherever she goes. Great leaders know that inspiration is not just about ideas, it's about connecting with people emotionally and making them feel like they matter. When people feel understood, they are more likely to take action, not because they are being told to, but because they are motivated by trust and connection. So, as a leader, ask yourself, How emotionally connected are you to your team or audience? Do you understand their needs, their struggles, their motivations? Because if you can tap into their emotional connection, you will inspire real actions. So, what makes leaders great? It's not the title, the position, or the power. It's the ability to inspire actions. Great leaders have a vision that others believe in. They lead by example and show others what's possible. They empower people to take action and create leaders around them. And most importantly, they connect with others on an emotional level, driving action from a place of trust, empathy, and shared visions. If you want to be a great leader, you have to inspire others to believe in something bigger. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, don't forget to like, subscribe for more leadership tips and personal development content. To share with others too, so they can benefit from it. Goodbye. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.